In exercise 1203, you will see the formula and use the formula. Average speed is distance travelled divided by time taken. Now, if I write that using our mathematical symbols, you'll probably use S for speed and distance travelled, D, and time. Sorry about that. Now, obviously, the formula can be used to calculate speed, and you'll need to have a number for distance and a number for time. This same formula could be rearranged to make something else the subject, for example, time. And if we want to do that, remember we would multiply both sides by t, and we would get S times t equals distance, and we could divide by S, because remember, we're wanting to make time the subject. And so we would get a formula. Time is calculated using distance divided by speed. So, one variation, a second variation, then a third variation is where we could use this formula to find distance. And distance is equal to, we had it here, speed times time. So in an equation, provided you've got enough information, you can use that equation to find any one of the pronumerals. I'd encourage you to look closely at the units. Now, the units are meters or kilometres or minutes or seconds or hours, because they're the variations of distance. Could be measured in metres or kilometres. Time could be measured in minutes, seconds and hours. And that's about it. So it's like we said, like I said originally, we're doing this unit because it relies heavily on the algebraic skills you've just learned in the previous chapter. In this example, you're going to see me use our very typical problem-solving technique where we underline the important aspects of the question. So I've underlined find the speed. I should really indicate that in my answer, that I know what I'm trying to find. It's got to be in kilometres per hour, and it's important to note that, just in case the units aren't given in kilometres or aren't given in hours. Which travels 180, clearly that's an important piece of information to underline. And that is our distance, is 180 kilometres. 2 hours is our time. So we're finding speed, we know the distance, we know the time. Yes, we'll use this formula. Speed is equal to distance divided by time. Speed is equal to 180 divided by 2, which is 90, and they are kilometres per hour because they were the units. In this example, we're still finding speed. Find S. Kilometres are the distance, and now the time is given as 20 minutes. We don't very often express the speed as kilometres per minute. So we're going to change this 20 minutes. 20 minutes is 20 out of 60 minutes, and that's part of an hour. And 2 on 6 is 1/3 of an hour. Now, our formula for speed is distance divided by time. Our distance was 16. And we want to divide it by 1/3. Now, if you do that calculation, you will get 1/3, 16 divided by 1/3. Let me get the calculator. 16 divided by 1, fraction button 3, equals 48. So the speed is 48. Yes, they were kilometres, and yes, I converted my time to hours, so it's kilometres per hour. I'm going to stop the video there before it gets too long and do the rest of the examples in another video.